Hello princesses! Today I'm going to be talking about the Eglips Cross Barbie Colour Fit Eye Palette. I picked this up because obviously it is super cute. It's got a little Barbie and like logo on the top. I don't know, I'm assuming that this is, it's made with Mattel. So it's like a proper collaboration, which is super cute. The palette comes with 6 colours, 3 browns and 3 pinks. So it is like super perfect for me because those are the colours that I use for my eyeshadow on a daily basis. But mostly I picked it up because it just looked so cute. Plus it's super tiny. So for this one, I actually can't find any kind of product description for anything of the Eglips Cross Barbie collection, which is really disappointing. But yeah, I guess there's not much I can do about that. So the packaging of this shadow palette is super cute. It comes in a really pale pink and it has the Barbie logo across the top. The packaging is very small on the outside so that there is lots of room for everything else on the inside, which I really like. There's a huge mirror, there is no space for any brushes, which is my personal preference, and then there are 6 shades that fill up pretty much the entire palette. I really like the way that this is set up because there is no wasted space. So if I was using this as like a travel palette, I feel like I'm taking the most compact version of something that's still going to be helpful because it still has that gigantic mirror. Like you could do your entire makeup in that mirror and then a good set of good colours. So I feel like the packaging is adorable, but also really, really effective too. Bare Vanilla is a really nice matte light brown, which works really well on the crease. It's kind of like a caramel colour. Milky Chestnut is the darker matte brown. I really like this one. It's just pretty much the other colour but darker, so it works really, really well in the outer third for me generally. Moonlight is a really pretty beige shimmer. This one has really pretty glitters in it, but it doesn't have very much base colour. It's a little bit beige, but not too much, so this one is really pretty. Charming Pink is a light, kind of like a dusty brownish pink. This one works really well on the crease as well. Barbie Pink looks very pink in the pan, but it doesn't look quite as vibrant on my eyelid. I'm actually pleased by that because it's a bit of a scary colour for me, but I do find that it works really, really well. If you're expecting something super pink though, you might be a little disappointed. And then the last one is called Lucid Dream. This one is a really pretty rose gold shimmer. It does have a bit of pink in the base as well. It reminds me a lot of NARS Orgasm, but as an eyeshadow. As a classic Becca eye, we're going to be using this throughout the crease. This in the outer third, I actually brought this up into the crease a bit more as well, just to give it a bit more colour because this pink is very, very light. And then we're going to be using this as sparkly glitter on the inner section and then blending it slightly out into the outer third as well. So I'm going to use the same brushes, and this is a great mirror as well. So my first brush I'm using is the Zoeva 228 Luxe Crease brush. I'm going to bring this underneath the eye slightly as well. Then I'm going to be using the same brush with that darker pink, which actually isn't so scary. So I did find that this pink actually looks super beautiful and it's not too intense. Super easy to blend as well. Like I was not expecting the quality to be that high. I've never tried anything from Eglips before. I don't even know what EG stands for. As an example, I don't know, maybe. Bringing that underneath the eye as well. So that's the basis there. Then what I'm going to do is use my finger with this. It's a really firm, dry feeling glitter. I cannot seem to get it to work with the brush, which is a shame because it's very hard to do this inner corner with a finger. What I have done is I've put like the glitter on with the finger and then tried to move it around with the brush. It doesn't work that great either, but it still turns out nice. So I'm going to quickly put on some eyeliner mascara and then I'll show you guys how this looks. So here's our finished eye look, which I absolutely love. Obviously I really love pinks. This one is just like the prettiest shade of pink. So here I've used Bare Vanilla all through the crease in the outer corner. Then Milky Chestnut on the very outer third, blending inwards, and then Moonlight over the rest of the lid. Pretty much how I did the other pink one, but with the browns. I think it looks super cute, very good for an everyday look for me personally. So for this one, I've already been getting a lot of use out of it and I'm wearing it at the moment. So I have the lighter brown as like an all over colour, and then I'm using the Moonlight over the lid, which is super, super pretty. And yeah, I just really enjoy using this product in general. I think that the shadows are not the best quality. Like, they are a little bit firm, especially the glitters. Like, you really need to use your finger for the glitters, which is difficult if you want to put them in the inner corner, because I generally get them all over the place, which is not super great. But they're just a little bit too hard and like stiff to use with a brush, so it's not the best. But I do enjoy the matte colors. So the 4 matte colors are excellent, and for the shimmers I can just use my fingers, so it's not a huge deal. It's just like a little bit annoying. This one in general, I'd recommend it for anybody who likes pink, they like Barbie. It's a very, like, for the packaging, it's very intensely Barbie, I guess, because you know, you can't really get away from the fact that it is Barbie themed. It literally says Barbie on it. But if you like all of that sort of stuff, then it's definitely a palette I'd recommend for you. In terms of the colors, there isn't anything revolutionary, but they are nice. So they're colors that I use regularly, which means that I get a fair amount of use out of this, and it would be really good for travel. It also has that gigantic mirror too, which is super helpful. So there's not much more that I can say about it. It's a really simple palette, but it works well, and the colors are so suited to me that I just absolutely love it. So thank you guys so much for watching this review, and I'll see you in the next one.